Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif met Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in Jeddah, where the two leaders held detailed discussions on regional developments and reaffirmed their commitment to peace and stability. The Prime Minister expressed deep appreciation for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's long-standing support for Pakistan. He also reiterated Pakistan's complete solidarity and full support for Saudi Arabia, particularly in what he described as challenging circumstances. Shehbaz assured Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman that Pakistan will always stand firmly with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. US President Donald Trump has issued a strong message on social media, claiming that the United States is overwhelmingly defeating Iran militarily and economically. According to Trump, US military operations have significantly weakened Iran's defense capabilities. He claimed that Iran's Navy and Air Force are no longer operational, saying the country's military infrastructure has been severely damaged. He also claimed that Iranian leadership has been wiped out, stating that their leaders have been erased from the page of their identity. The US president also issued a direct warning, saying the world should look what happens to these madmen today. A US military refueling aircraft has crashed in western Iraq in an incident US Central Command said involved another aircraft but was not the result of hostile or friendly fire. In a statement, the CENTCOM said it was carrying out rescue efforts after the US KC-135 refueling aircraft went down. The second aircraft landed safely. It said the incident occurred in friendly airspace during Operation Epic Fury. A US official said the other aircraft involved in the incident was also a KC-135, and the one that crashed had as many as 6 service members on board. Iran's new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, has vowed revenge for the deaths of Iranian leaders and warned the Strait of Hormuz will remain closed. In his first televised statement since taking power, Khamenei said Iran could target US bases across the region. The warning comes as several ships were struck in attacks across the Gulf. 2 tankers were reported ablaze at Iraq's Basra port after suspected Iranian explosive boats hit the vessels. Energy Secretary Chris Wright has admitted that the US Navy is not yet ready to escort oil tankers through the Strait of Hormuz. Speaking to CNBC, Wright said US military assets are currently focused on strikes against Iran's offensive capabilities. He said the Navy could begin escorting tankers later this month, as preparations continue with the Pentagon. US President Donald Trump says rising oil prices mean greater profits for the United States, but stopping Iran from getting nuclear weapons remains his top priority. Posting on Truth Social, Trump said preventing Iran from developing nuclear arms is more important than the financial gains from higher energy prices. Meanwhile, the International Energy Agency says the Middle East conflict has triggered the largest oil supply disruption in the history of the global market. Shipping through the Strait of Hormuz has fallen from about 20 million barrels a day to near standstill, sharply cutting Gulf oil output. The agency says global supply could fall by around 8 million barrels per day this month. In response, IEA member countries have agreed to release 400 million barrels from emergency reserves to ease pressure on the market. United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has called for an immediate ceasefire in the Iran conflict. Speaking at a peace ceremony in Turkey, Guterres warned that the massive strikes by the United States and Israel and Iran's retaliatory attacks pose a grave threat to international peace. He urged all sides to halt hostilities, respect international law, and protect civilians. Guterres also called for an immediate return to negotiations to prevent further escalation. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.